Welcome back, adventurer. Now, in the treacherous realm that is darker and darker, where danger lurks around every corner, and malevolent forces conspire to bring chaos and destruction, fighters are the bastion of strength and resilience. They are one of the best starting classes that I have tried, and they were by far one of the easiest to learn. They are guardians of the light in a world consumed by darkness, and their skills are useful in almost every team. As a fighter, I believe there are 10 crucial lessons you must learn, though, to survive. Number 1, in Dark and Darker, your weapon is your lifeline. Whether it's a mighty sword, or your axe, or a spear, mastering your weapon is paramount. Spend hours and hours in the game honing in your skill and learning how to strike from one way and how to strike from another way, understanding the nuances of your weapon, and only by becoming one with your weapon can you hope to stand against the terrors that await you in this unforgiving dungeon. Fighters have an amazing range of skill sets to them, and being able to use both a shield and a sword is one of them. Number 2, your armor is not just protection, it is also an extension of yourself. Choose your armors wisely. In the beginning of the game, there's not much you can do about it as you're just learning and everything. And as if you want to learn, my newbie guide, go check out my video. But this is for people who know the game, who are getting into the game, and are learning the fighter class. Remember that not all armors are created equal. Consider both defensive capabilities and your mobility. Remember that agility can be just as crucial as resistance. Making sure that you account for what damage you can take and what can compromise you down the line if you have gaps in your armor, because that does matter. Number 3.
3, 3. Now let me see, like the first 3 notes go do, re, mi. 3, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. It's just as easy as ABC.
Fighting in Dark and Darker is not merely about just who has the most damage in a weapon. It's about strategy and tactics. As a fighter, you are one of the only classes that can actually block incoming attacks, not just dodging them. So study your enemy, learn how they attack, and adapt that to your approach accordingly. Work with your fellow players, or if you're playing by yourself, to develop coordinated attacks that exploit other people's weaknesses and exploit your strengths and mitigate your weaknesses. A well-executed plan turns the tide in every battle. And if you don't just go in there swinging, and you actually have a plan, you will survive. Number
4. Take me there. I'll take you to 4 equal sides of a square. 4 sides to a door, 4 sides to a window, but we don't need any more.
Know your enemies. And I will talk about this in everything. It's important to know what enemy you are fighting, where they are in the dungeons, what you're going to do. Are you facing goblins, or are you facing the troll? Are you going against, zombies or skeletons, or what are they? Or is it other players? Understanding your enemy can mean the difference between victory and death. If you don't know how they're going to attack you, if you don't know what they're doing, then they will surprise you and you will be defeated. Number 5, your mental conditioning is a great asset, and I mean that in the sense of know your skills. Know your skills. You get 2 of them at the start, and then you get an extra set of the more you level that you bring in. Some increase damage, some heal you. Know the difference between what your skills are and what your abilities are, because some abilities and skills are not all created equal. Some do more damage, some heal you, some make your weapon stronger. So make sure you train your skills and you train your mentalness and know what it are and use them in the right moment. A momentary lapse in concentration can definitely lead to disaster. Number 6. Don't go into alone if you don't have to. It's fun to play the game alone. I play the game alone, but you don't have to. Form bonds with fellow adventurers. Get out there, meet people who can watch your back and lead and help you get higher tier loot from harder dungeons. Trust and camaraderie. Don't be that guy that turns on people. There is a loyalty system for a reason, but A loyal group can overcome almost every obstacle. Number 7, prepare for the unexpected, especially as a fighter class. You have some very unique abilities that you can hone in and be prepared for those unexpected challenges, especially because you can block enemy incomings. Use those to your own. Carry essential supplies, learn, different, have the backup plan, flexibility and adaptability. Keys are certain keys to a fighter, and especially because it's one of the easiest classes to master, it goes with every group. There's not a group of people that a fighter class does not go well with. Number 9, and this is know your potions, especially as a fighter, because healing doesn't always come around. If you don't have a cleric in your group, or if you're playing by yourself, make sure you know this potion. This goes for every class, I will say this, but especially for a fighter, having that little extra health will ultimately come in handy towards the end. Never stop looking and breaking and checking out every corner to get those health potions. Number 10, and this is for all fighters, don't lose hope. And I guess this is for everybody also, but especially for the fighter class, it's really easy to just think that it's a really easy class and that anyone can do it. Well, it is an easier class in the game. It is a powerful class. Don't just lose hope in the game because you're not mastering it right or anything. Take your time, determine resilience to the most powerful, potent weapons in the game, keep your spirit alive, and laugh. But in the world of Dark and Darker, fighters are the heroes who stand against anyone. They can block, they can attack fast, they are a great class. Remember, the path to a fighter is not an easy one, but it's filled with lots of fun. It is filled with lots and lots of laughter. And as always, I want to see those videos, guys. I want to see those failures that you have, and I want to see the successes that you have. I want you to tag me in all of those. I want you to upload them and tag me in them. And as always, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.